topic. It's one of my favorite topics, how to add vegetables to your diet. So let's talk about this. Oh, quickly, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscription button below, and that way you'll get the notifications when we are coming on live here, and you won't miss an episode. But if you do miss an episode, then they are always on YouTube for you to review at any time, your convenience. So let's talk about veggies. We know these are amazing and healthy for us. Let's just do a little quick review. The benefits. People who have a diet rich in vegetables and fruit, part of their healthy diet, are more likely to have decreased risks for chronic diseases, whether it's heart disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes. They can help manage cholesterol levels and our blood pressure. Vitamins provide the nutrients that are vital for our health and maintenance of our body. So, you know, vegetables are low in calorie and no fat and no cholesterol. They are very excellent sources of potassium, fiber, folic acid, vitamin A, vitamin C, just to name a few. The fiber in vegetables help reduce our cholesterol levels, help proper bowel functions, help reduce constipation and diverticulosis, help reduce heart disease. I think all these reasons enough, just those reasons will make me eat more vegetables. So also, vegetables help keep us full with fewer calories, and so people who are trying to reduce body fat and lose weight find that they increase their vegetables and they can reach their goals quicker. Also, vitamin A, vegetables are rich in vitamin A. Vitamin A is known to help keep our eyes healthy, our skin healthy, and fight infections. Vegetables are rich in vitamin C, very important for our immunity, and also our cuts and wounds. Post-surgery, we need a lot of vitamin C. Also for teeth and gum health. So also vitamin C helps absorb iron, so anyone with iron deficiency needs a lot of vitamin C as well. Let's see. So now let's talk a little bit about how we're going to increase the vegetables in our diet. I reviewed a little bit of the benefits. Overall, the American diet is more focused on protein and carbohydrates and lower in vegetables, so we want to switch that around and change our diet to where it's half vegetables and more focused on our colors. The rainbow, I like to keep it easy. If you focus more on colors and less on the other foods, then you can properly balance your meals. So let's talk about different ways to add veggies. And you'll see after I name about 10 of these, you'll be like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? So hopefully one of these will stand out to you and it will help you increase the vegetables in your diet. So here at the Hogue Lifestyle Program, we are all working on different things, different health goals, but really increasing the vegetables in our diet is a goal of most people here. So for number one, we are hoping for cooler weather here. not necessarily this week, but when weather is cooler, we can make big pots of soup, and having a soup or a stew is an easy way to add in lots of vegetables. So you can, if you see that your vegetables might not be looking as fresh, you didn't get to them during the week, you can make a big pot of soup and throw in vegetables and really increase the amount of servings of vegetable you have in that meal. So whether you're using an Instapot or a crock pot, these are just easy kitchen tools that make soups really easy. You can also make soups where you puree the vegetables, like for example, like a broccoli soup. You would have the broccoli pureed, and this way you will increase the vegetables. And there's a delicious soup called a quinoa broccoli soup, and it's broccoli based, where the broccoli was pureed as the base. So that one's super delicious. So there's tons of recipes, and so when you have a soup, you increase the fiber in that meal and get lots of vitamins and minerals. Number 2, lasagna. It's a very comforting food, and when we get into cooler weather, we tend to use the oven more and cook lasagna. So lasagna is typically low in vegetables and high in carbohydrates, but if you make a pasta-free zucchini lasagna, you will increase the vegetables in this dish and really decrease the carbohydrates. So it is done by taking your zucchini and slicing them lengthwise and using that instead of your lasagna noodles. So it will be layered with your zucchini, and you can add in tons of vegetables into this dish. You can add in your protein, whether it's a bean base or animal base, and really increase the fiber, the vitamins, minerals, and reduce the carbohydrates by using the zucchini. So pasta-free zucchini lasagna is number 2, and it's super delicious. And when you make the strips of zucchini, what you would do to get some of the water out of the zucchini is you slice them, put a little bit of salt, and let the salt sit for about 15 minutes, and that does pull out the water. So then you would just tap your zucchini with some paper towel and pull out some of that water, so it's not as wet when you cook it. So zucchini lasagna is number 2. Number 3, is very popular right now, the noodles, veggie noodles. You've probably seen them in the store. You can purchase them all ready to go, like a zucchini noodle, carrot noodles, but you can also use a spiralizer, a very inexpensive kitchen tool to spiralize to make noodles out of vegetables. And the most common ones are the zucchini, carrots, sweet potatoes, spaghetti squash, and yeah, pretty much those. The carrot, zucchini, spaghetti squash, and sweet potatoes. So those are packed with nutrients. And so you would consume them like pasta and make your favorite sauce, add your protein, whether it's plant-based or animal-based. You could use beans, tofu, or what other turkey meat, whatever you're using, with your sauce, and then you would have a noodle dish. So that really helps decrease the carbohydrates in the meal and increases the veggies, the nutrients, the fiber, vitamins, and minerals. So experiment with your veggie noodles is number 3. The next way to add in vegetables, especially if you have picky children, is to add them to sauce. And kids love sauces. So let's say you're making a marinara sauce. You can steam vegetables, whether it's mushrooms, onions, zucchini, carrots, bell peppers, and you can blend them in the food processor with your sauce, and it makes a delicious sauce, and nobody would even know. You can blend in herbs in there as well, and leafy greens into the sauce. And so that's one easy way, very simple, to add vegetables into a dish, is to add them to the sauce, and it adds a lot more flavor as well. And if you wanted a thick sauce, that's also a way to thicken the sauce, is with these added vegetables. So that's number 4, adding vegetables to our sauces. One thing about the sauces I've tried, you can make more of a rich, creamy sauce using your roasted root vegetables, like sweet potatoes, carrots, the turnips, your squashes, purple yams, beets. So if you roast these vegetables and then blend them, they have more of a like a Alfredo feeling, like more of a rich pureed sauce per se. So play with your sauces, add the vegetables to sauces, use vegetables to create your sauce. Is very simple. So that's number 4. Number 5, cauliflower is super popular. You've seen everything cauliflower. So I'm talking about cauliflower pizza. Everybody probably has pizza once a week, and so using your cauliflower to make your pizza crust is one way to add more vegetables into your meal. And you could easily make cauliflower pizza crust yourself using riced cauliflower, and adding eggs and almond flour is a very simple recipe where you make your own cauliflower crust, and then you would add your vegetables on top and your sauce or what have you. Cup of cauliflower, just to show you the comparison of the calories. No, 1 cup of cauliflower is 5 grams of carbohydrates and only 25 calories. So you can see when you use a cauliflower crust, you are really reducing the carbohydrates in the crust and really increasing the nutrition. And there's so many vitamins and minerals in your cauliflower. So another thing about cauliflower is there's so many ways to use it. It could be roasted, it could be made into a rice. So if you buy a cauliflower head, you can just make it into rice yourself. Or if you want to keep it really simple and fast, you would purchase a cauliflower already riced in the fresh department or even in the frozen department. And you can add cauliflower rice to numerous dishes, from smoothies to chili to soups. You can use it in so many different ways. It can also be used to replace regular rice if you're trying to reduce your rice intake, and you could substitute it with cauliflower rice. So that was number 5, using our cauliflower rice in so many ways to increase our vegetable intake. Number 6 is using blended smoothies, whether it's a breakfast, whether it's a snack or a post-workout snack, wherever you use a protein smoothie, is to add in our vegetables in there. And this is quite often forgotten, and it's such an easy addition to really increase the nutrition in your smoothie. So oftentimes our smoothie is just with some fruit, maybe some protein, and milk base. But you want to make sure you add in the vegetables to increase that nutrient power in your smoothie. So sometimes it's cauliflower rice. Believe me, it works because it has no flavor in there. Sometimes it could be a handful of spinach or a handful of kale. It's going to really increase the nutrition and fiber. Another popular one you may have not tried is frozen zucchini. Really has no taste, right? So adding that into your smoothie is going to increase the nutrition. So using your vegetables in your smoothies is number 6, and lots of us are drinking smoothies, especially with this hot weather. Something cool and refreshing can be an easy meal for you. Number 7, this recipe I love because I love bell peppers, is stuffed bell peppers. So you take your bell pepper and you clean out the center of it and you stuff it with vegetables. Could be, let's say you're going to stuff it with onions and mushrooms, maybe zucchini. It could be any vegetable you want to add in there. Maybe you're going to put a protein source in there. Maybe you have a ground turkey, beans, lentils, what have you. Whatever protein you want to add in there. And with a marinara sauce, you can sprinkle it with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. You can eat this, cold. You can eat this cooked in the oven. There's different ways to do that. And eating bell peppers, they are very high in vitamin C. 1 bell pepper will give you more than your daily recommended value for vitamin C. So we're all here trying to keep our immunity, our immune system really strong, and the bell peppers will give you a lot of vitamin C. So stuffed bell peppers is a great way to add in our vegetables. And another one I didn't mention is adding cauliflower rice into the bell pepper. So I mean, you can add in whatever vegetables you like, from spinach, mushrooms, onions, cauliflower, whatever you want to add in there. So it's just a stuffed bell pepper recipe. So that's number 7 for how to increase our vegetables. Number 8, I did talk a little bit about already, is the cauliflower rice, like I said. So you can make it, or you can buy it already frozen or in the fresh department, whichever way you want to do it. And if you're trying to reduce your rice intake, you increase your cauliflower rice, and the texture is very similar and it's very easy to add into your diet. And 5 grams of carbs for 1 cup of cauliflower versus 53 grams of carbs for 1 cup of white rice. So you can see a big difference, and the nutrition profile is high. So we want to increase our cauliflower rice in our diet, and that's a very simple one. There's lots of recipes with cauliflower rice. One very popular is fried rice with eggs and vegetables, a little bit of sesame oil, and a little bit of soy sauce or coconut aminos. It's a very simple recipe, and the nutrition profile is very high in fried cauliflower rice. So that's number 8. Number 9 I love because I like to get in lots of fish during the week. So if you're trying to increase your omega-3s, you can make a tuna salad with lots of vegetables. So you can add in whatever you like: cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, black olives, green olives, and make this delicious tuna salad. And add in some avocado for some healthy fat. So tuna salad is number 9, and you can use canned tuna packed in water, or you can actually do this with canned salmon packed in water, whichever one you like. That's a very easy recipe: tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, onions, olives, and avocado. So tuna salad. The last but not least is adding guacamole, adding vegetables to our guacamole. So you're going to increase the nutrition significantly. So guacamole is healthy by itself, but you can add so many vegetables to your guacamole. So you can add your tomatoes, you can add your garlic, you can add red onions, whatever you like, into your guacamole. So adding your guacamole to your salads, using it as a dip with your raw vegetables. You can see you're getting so many vegetables with this dish. So adding vegetables to your guacamole is the 10th one, the final one that I want to mention today, but there's so many other ways to add in vegetables, but I just couldn't talk about them today. So experimenting and seeing what you like is really key, so you can increase the vegetables in your diet. I always encourage people when they go grocery shopping every week is to look and buy one new vegetable that you haven't ever had, or if you haven't had it in a long time. So if you, let's say you haven't had, spaghetti squash, and now we're getting cooler weather, maybe buy a big yellow spaghetti squash and experiment with that, different noodle dishes. So just having, more vegetables into your regular diet is going to really increase the fiber, the nutrients, antioxidants. It's going to help you manage your weight. It's going to help fight diseases. It's going to, maybe you have, you're looking to lose weight or maintain your weight. It's going to make it so much easier for you when you increase your vegetables. And the easiest way for me to describe how much vegetables you need is to have half a plate of vegetables with